I'm Silas Jackson, co-author of Ligeia Bryndt.
I'm Julian Traas, also co-author of Ligeia Bryndt.
The setting is in a fantasy world. It's magic, dragons, sorcery. And main characters are, the way we did it, there are the two protagonists, and with the two authors we split it so it's a dual perspective. One protagonist is Ligeia, who is an elfin priestess, and his...
Yeah, I wrote the character Bryndt. He's a male warrior from, a human from the region of Sven. It's one of the regions in the world.
So the story takes place, it follows pretty much through the entire lives of the characters. You'll flash back on their childhoods, their experiences, their past experiences. The actual narrative itself, the events of the story, take place in under a month, in about that kind of time frame. So the way the story is written, between the two authors, we have these two characters that are sharing an experience, and it's retold through each of their eyes, through the two separate authors writing these two separate characters. So you have almost two parallel narratives of the same events, the same story.
The human warrior Bryndt, the character that I wrote, his entire life he's lived according to the code of his people, and it's extremely strict. It's the warrior mentality. If there's no war, there's no life. War is truth. And he has this existential conflict with it when after he's forced to murder, and it's no longer a fair fight against equals, males, warriors. It's just slaughter. So his entire world is just flipped, and he can no longer reconcile what he has to do with who he wants to be. So he actually betrays his people, kills one of his own, and then runs into the wild, and that's it.
And a big turning point in Bryndt's life and his perspective on things is when he meets Ligeia, who has this completely different background. She's an elf, and she's a priestess in a religion that's completely nonviolent, completely pacifistic. And the inner conflict for Ligeia is, in her time, the elves are being persecuted by humanity. Their lands are being taken, their people are being slaughtered, things are being stolen. And Ligeia has this rage. She's enraged at humanity, but at the same time doesn't want to betray her background as a priestess and her teachers who taught her to be clement and be nonviolent. But she has this complete, and she's ripped apart inside by this conflict with her own anger.
The most notable event for me that the two characters witness towards the beginning of their journey together is when there's a small village in the desert province of Kadik, and the people are attacked by one of the main forces, one of the main antagonistic forces in the book, the Shadow Priests. They're these elves who have forsaken the peaceful ways of the religion that they follow, and have just been consumed by hatred and violence, and they want revenge upon men. And the two main characters, Ligeia and Bryndt, kind of stand against them for the first time together and try to protect these peaceful people in this small village in the desert.
So this book is affiliated with two main charities. One is Eco Libris, which is focused on sustainability in reading and harvesting and deforestation. So in the name of this book, 100 trees were planted when it was published. And also, the Save Foundation is the one that I'm going to be giving proceeds from the book to. And their main thrust is on preservation of marginalized cultures and serving the underserved, people who are swept under the rug globally. So every time somebody buys this book, a bit of the proceeds goes towards preserving threatened cultures around the world. It's published through Infinity Publishing. It's available on their site. It's also available as an ebook on Amazon.com. And it can be found through Facebook. You can find it on our page. Links to our charities involved. You can find information, related art.
It's also available on Amazon.com.